This is Weegeepie, a YouTube animator who seems like a likable guy on the surface, but due to allegations over the years and a lackluster response, he might not be the guy everyone thinks he is. Today we'll be answering the questions: who is Weegeepie, what are the allegations, and most importantly, what did he even do? Weegeepie is no stranger to controversy. At the beginning of his channel, Weegeepie's biggest inspiration would get him into hot water over one simple mistake. Allegedly, Weegeepie would re-upload SMG4's content, and unsurprisingly, SMG4 would reach out via a YouTube comment section to resolve that very issue, with him stating, "Hey man, I don't mind if you've made this fan channel based off of my Mario Tube video, but out of respect for me and my work, can you please not take footage from my main channels and re-upload them here? This is straight up stealing. Thanks for understanding." Weegeepie in response to this would take action to rectify the issue, and probably the best way possible. Weegeepie would vow not to upload their content again and apologize to SMG4. After such, Weegeepie would continue to grow on the platform, garnering over 1 million subscribers. On the outside looking in, you would see a prominent GMod animation channel. However, with over 4 documents combined in a 145-page Google document, the once long-standing reputation would seem to come crumbling down. The initial document against the GMod YouTuber reveals some pretty weird behavior they engaged in privately. It alleges that Weegeepie made inappropriate jokes in a group chat that included what appeared to be "He can't hear you BBG, this N-word dead, can't hear you screams, don't call me that, Sigma." Then play Confident Andy, "Shock can't hear you scream while I..." Sadly, if you're not a real Takol fan, fake fan, my baby Shock played it. False, you never played it. Fake fan, you hate. Okay, baby, I will you sadly. Making jokes like this when minors are involved is both stupid and completely irresponsible. The document goes further, alleging that Weegeepie also made a false accusation. Specifically, Weegeepie reportedly sent a uncensored image claiming that V Mario had sent something to someone known as Proxy. Apparently, the entire situation was a prank, with everyone involved, including the person Weegeepie accused, being aware of it. Wait, it's not V Mario? It's not, some random guy on the hub. I'm less surprised you look at... Well, how about you F-words say that? Point of the V Mario show was to prank you. Yeah, y'all can always ask. That's literally the point of troll. Hush. Go F yourself. Now you're just mad. I'm mad because it's not really funny. Well, that's on you. V Mario and Proxy were in on it, so no one else found it funny other than you. All you can do is be mad you got trolled and the people in on it. That's the thing. It can get out. In this case, it wouldn't have mattered because both people were in on it. If anything got out, we all three could have said it was a joke we did. Should teach you about stuff on the internet for real for real. And again, the only victim here is you. You got trolled. Move on. However, one concerning aspect is that Weegeepie allegedly sent this uncensored image to what were believed to be... While this isn't the worst thing Weegeepie has done, it is still noteworthy. Additionally, the document includes screenshots of Weegeepie being edgy, which, while not significant in the grand scheme of things, and I don't really even care about it, it is worth mentioning regardless. This situation on its own would be pretty bad. However, this is only the tip of the iceberg. So let's get into his IRL-X and allegations concerning them. Weegeepie had an IRL-X, and according to the documents, the age gap in this situation is considered relatively healthy. However, the content of these alleged DMs is quite concerning. In 2021, according to the document, Weegeepie tried to make his ex jealous by bragging about the pictures he allegedly received from a 12-year-old when he was 16. Sorry if I don't respond fast, I have a medical appointment. Is this an accurate translation? Yes. I also have screenshots of him telling me in 2021 to make me jealous and feel bad because he knew I was insecure with my body and just myself, that he met a 12-year-old girl and that he sent her and she also sent some to him. He also told me, wow, she got big melons. She's so hot and shit like that. I don't have any images, don't worry, thank God, but yes. It was on my old iPhone, sorry if it's all blurry, I'll translate it if you want. From what we read is testimony. However, some screenshots display iMessage notifications that are allegedly from Weegeepie. According to someone who translated these messages, this is what Weegeepie apparently said. Wait, but finally that goes further. It's the first time I sent my to somebody else other than you. What the She's not 12 years old. It's impossible. She's so hot. And how old was Weegeepie when this was made? 15, maybe 16. What the Apparently they don't know who this specific 12-year-old is, which is interesting. If Weegeepie allegedly had pictures of a 12-year-old when he was around 15 to 16, he could definitely face some legal consequences. I wish we had more context to these messages instead of just the notifications. It seems they might not have access to that information, or else they probably would have sent it. This will build into other allegations and is somewhat notable for sure. In addition, in 2021, Weegeepie allegedly bragged about a video he recorded while engaging in activities with his ex. Is this me being a to you? Are those like vids with her face? Her thing and my thing in it. Bro, quit lying. The first one you can see her Pikachu. What the F? In the video, the individual involved reportedly sent direct messages claiming this is my own. Interestingly, it's alleged that Weegeepie also shared the same video with them. This particular piece of is actually the same one referenced in the previously mentioned screenshot. This is the Pikachu I was wearing when he was filming my. It's a pajama. I was in middle school at this time and was 14. What makes the situation even more troubling is that there are direct messages in which Weegeepie allegedly admits that it's all true. If these claims are accurate, it raises serious concerns about the GMod creator's actions allegedly behind the scenes. I don't know why I care. Somehow yet though, I still call BS. I have proof, not sure you want to see it though. What type of proof would you have that isn't considered nothing? According to the document, Weegeepie allegedly also threatened to his IRL ex after creating a new Instagram account. The ex reached out to express concerns about his behavior on the account, saying the behavior they were supposedly engaged in was inappropriate. The document also includes a screenshot translated in which Weegeepie appears to be making threats, if the translation is accurate, which is what it seems to be. Hello, I don't bother you too much. You're really looking for shit saying things on me like that. Bad stuff on me, you really want me to be up, right? Dude, this is schizophrenic. Bad stuff on me, you really want me to be up, right? You are the one who ruined my life. If you want me to send you to the hospital, I have absolutely nothing to lose. If I hear one more time that kind of shit, you're really going to regret it this time. Do absolutely not mess with me. I've been staying long enough without doing shit, and I'm absolutely not going to stay here, so think well twice. May God guide you, brother. The involvement of his ex opens the door to a series of other allegations we'll be getting into. So let's dive into the next story, which concerns some very serious allegations concerning an alleged 12-year-old. In November of 2021, a wave of serious allegations emerged involving a 12-year-old. The released documents outlined various accusations against Weegeepie, including claims that he groomed them, soliciting pictures from the minor when he was 16. Moreover, the allegations suggested that he even admitted to wanting material from said 12-year-old. I'm doing things to your video. Do I swallow the object? I'm sorry, but it's my deepest fear of having a disease. A disease don't come randomly, BB. Only way for me to have a disease is by having actions with a disease. If I don't have anything, you won't have anything. Be glad I don't pay for services. That would give me a disease for sure. I often take blood tests. I'm 100% clear. Some messages like the first one could be taken out of context, saying as the guy used to be a troll, but if it's not, it still looks bad for sure. The next screenshots definitely get worse if true. Apparently, Weegeepie was allegedly directly admitting to looking for cheese pizza. Do not ask for material of 14-year-old girls. XD. I feel like it's going to give you a bad name. What? You're not going to tell anyone? No, I won't tell anyone. Promise? Yeah. Are you still looking for the 14-year-old? Maybe yes. I have. How? It's a secret. No, please tell me the secret. This is bad on its own if true, but now Weegeepie, if he hasn't already, gets wanting images of this alleged 12-year-old. Hey BB, when you can I have a picture of both your in the same frame? Yeah, thanks. Take your time. Huh? Oh, I wish I could. One day I'll give you. No. Oh my god, I want to send you a video, but I can't. Take your time. I can wait. You have sent me a lot. Do you want to? A lot, yes. Do you want to touch it? A lot, yes. You are a. I'm not a F word. I'm 15. I'm not an adult. I'm 15. Oh my god. Not 16 years old. If you are 16 years old, you're already considered a. So this is an interesting point in these allegations. The document claims that Weegeepie was 16 at the time and allegedly lied about his age to this minor. While one might argue that if he were just days away from turning 17, it could change things, I believe that argument is weak, as the maturity difference of just a few days is non-existent. However, based on my research, the document appears to be accurate regarding his age during that period. According to the document, Weegeepie was born on April 23rd, 2005. When we cross-reference that with the dates in the direct check messages and use an age calculator, it becomes clear that if these allegations are true, there would be a significant age gap of about 4 to 4.5 years. A tweet from Weegeepie on Twitter would allegedly tweet out the following, defending himself for this. Some fake weak-ass evidence. I'm not going to try again with this. I've already warned her that I'd take legal action if she doesn't stop spreading misinformation about me. This is just completely ridiculous. This is one supposed response. However, Weegeepie also responded about 4 months ago. I won't be addressing it here, but in its own section, so I can lay out every accusation and then dissect his response from then on. And to clarify, there's a majority of allegations he hasn't even addressed yet, but regardless, let's move on. Weegeepie in the document's words manipulated the victim into saying that allegations are fake, attached our Snapchat conversations, and some Discord logs. Tell him you faked it. If you don't tell him you faked it, this is going to be really bad. I beg you to tell him before it's too late. This is very important. You have to tell him before something very bad happens to me. Please tell him. Tell him it was fake. Tell him you made it up because you're angry, please. But I would call myself a liar. I told him everything. I don't know what to do. Then he'll tell me why I'm defending you. Would you rather call yourself a liar without any consequences, or not call yourself a liar and make me in huge trouble? If he asks why you're defending me, just tell him you were angry and you faked it, and that you feel sorry about it because I was nice to you always. Hey Ouija, I already solved your problem. Thanks, now don't add blank on this account, and if he asks anything else. In these messages, it appears that Weegeepie, at the very least, pressured this individual. While the victim may claim the allegations are false, the conversations present a different narrative and is unlike the James Bear Awesome Aaron situation. This case is troubling in its own right. Besides all of that though, let's move on to discuss the next alleged victim. Weegeepie met his next victim when he was 17 on Roblox. The victim was 12 and apparently lied about their age multiple times. At first they claimed to be 15 until December of 2022 when they claimed to be 13 when they were actually 12. Weegeepie allegedly first learned about their age being 15 through his friends, who found out and informed him. The document claims that after finding out that they were 13, he still continued in response to what seems to be his friend not wanting them to date. Weegeepie allegedly fakes DMs telling the victim they need to break up as they are too young. What do I do if he asks to check my DMs? Why would he? I told you they don't want me dating you, and he already did ask. Why let him? Say it's your DMs, because then he's gonna know I'm still dating you. Hey, we need to break up. You're too young, I'm sorry. After this, Weegeepie's friends found out that they were still talking and confronted him about it. You know, if you're gonna keep talking with her, it'll come right back at your face, especially with someone you had a relationship with. She's 13, she's too young. Really leave. Don't ignore me. I'm serious. I'm not ignoring you. What do you want me to tell you? Nothing. Just stop talking with a 13-year-old kid that sent you got fucked up for less than that. Do you still talk with blank? No. His is nasty. Sorry, I had to get that out. He sent you pics? Oh, he has my too, yeah. I at blank. So another question. So you sent Weegeepie and he kept them? My question is, did he say he matched to them? If yes, yes. He literally did it on call with his whimpers. What connects this to evidence is Weegeepie talking to a friend where he claims he did not continue with the noob, but stayed with her. Exactly, Cake Noob told me that you continued to stay with her even when you found out. The proof is there. You still haven't broken up with her. I continued to stay with her, but I didn't continue with the That's what I just told you, poorly expressed. Well, thanks for stopping everything. Before that, take screenshots of the entire conversation without the nudes, keep that in a corner, number them in order, note somewhere those where it's clear that you didn't ask for the because if you get hit with another accusation with her, it's going to be a bit complicated to prove that she's lying. Allegedly, this is not the only cheese pizza Weegeepie possesses, and according to testimonies, he potentially has an entire folder. These aren't supported by evidence outside of testimonies, so it should be taken with a huge grain of salt. He had like a whole file of them, like 30 to 40 vids and photos. Don't even ask y'all, and I saw another girl in photos when he showed them. Oh no, 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 no. I want this and we're dead. Weegeepie's ex, he had a photo of you. Don't tell me he sent it to you. No, like on the files. With my saw a girl that wasn't me, with the exact hair and skin tone. It may be either blank or blank, sadly. Did you at least take a screenshot of the folders? No, I didn't. I feel sick. That's disgusting. The document also shows proof that Weegeepie sent his own pictures to them. On top of the explicit photos, he sent normal pics to the victim as well, but I won't be showing these at risk of receiving a privacy complaint. However, this isn't all. Weegeepie allegedly attempted to meet up with the 12-year-old, even going as far to make plans plans to see them. I'm sorry, I love you so much. It's hard for me. What do you mean? You don't deserve this? I just wanted you. Just come here, babe. I can't. Sad face. Soon, don't worry. No, explain. I want to live with you. Well, me too. I asked 2 months ago. You said you can't. I can't though. I'm so confused. I don't know. See, nothing. Just come here. I don't know. I hate it here. I can't. I love you. I love you too. But you're coming in a month. Maybe. What do you mean maybe? I'm sorry. I love you so much. It's hard for me. What do you mean? After these texts, Weegeepie allegedly made plans to meet up with them, even going as far to find a hotel to connect at. Hotel near him. Was that him telling you to go there if you were to go to him? Yeah. He wanted to babysit me. What the F? Like, cause I would have gone with my dad, like he planned it all out. If this is true, planning to meet up with the victim is completely indefensible. Being as charitable as possible, he might have thought that the victim was 13, maybe 14. To be clear, this is more proof reliant on testimony, as we didn't get confirmation via screenshots of Weegie actually sending the hotel. Thus, we need more evidence before treating this as completely true. After this situation, Weegeepie allegedly blocked the victim and began deleting evidence. It does appear as if pieces of the conversation that happened are missing. Hey baby, can I talk to you? Hey, you're 18 and I'm 13. That's wrong. I'm sorry. I just want you to know, if someone finds out, that's bad. I don't want that. Did you ever cheat on me? Why wouldn't you? Are you sure you didn't? I'm sorry. I have bad trust issues and a bad past. As you can see, the victim mentions their 5-year age gap in DMs. Weegie also allegedly sent a picture of a toy to the victim, knowing they are 13. Lastly, there are other conversations included in the document that I won't read out for sake of time. Due to the severity, wide age gap, and evidence, this is probably the worst allegation I've seen against Weegeepie, and probably should be the one focused on. However, let's get into the next alleged victim. Similar to weaker allegations I've covered on the channel, this seems to not have much substance, and is mostly it does have a few takeaways though, and of course it's pretty funny. The document claims this situation, general creepy behavior. The age gap is 15-17, which is not within itself wrong, and they make some ridiculous claims in the document. One of the screenshots even shows the following. I'm doing a lot better, which I feel bad saying, but some YouTuber followed me on all my socials and is actively chatting with me on Discord. Oh, whom's the YouTuber? I feel like he's gonna or some this dude. What makes this particular screenshot completely is that the document claims this to be foreshadowing, implying that the relationship between a 15 and 17-year-old is obviously this is not grooming in almost any context, and muddies the water on the legitimate allegations shown in the document. Continuing on in the document, the person Weegeepie was talking to in the conversation joins in a bit and says the following. I accidentally kissed you IRL. Oops, my lips magically flew in your direction. I'm dying. Oh my god, this is so funny. Oh, sorry again. I'm so clumsy. Lamau. You're so sweet. Stop. It's the truth though. I'm not being sweet, just honest. I'd be happier ever if my girlfriend wife was like you. Now draw my Sona, asking out your Sona, JK. What Weegeepie is shown saying thus far is pretty excessive and more than a little cringe. Furthermore, the document says Weegeepie became dependent and obsessive. Yeah, I'm okay. My stomach just hurts a lot when I'm stressed, haha. No, why are you stressed? What's wrong, Blink? I'm here for you. You can tell me if you want. I'm here. Did something happen? After more of this back and forth, the other person becomes uncomfortable and reaches out about how they feel about their conversations. As you can see in these messages, the person involved clearly feels uncomfortable at the very least, and what Weegeepie did was weird, especially to act like that around someone you just met. After this, Weegeepie would respond to this discomfort with their explanation that he has no friends and is lonely. Oh, I'm sorry, I just get extremely close because I pretty much have nobody. These trolls, they're supposed to be my friends, but they just do that. It's annoying. That's why I'm trying to look for new friends. I just have pretty much nobody and it feels so lonely. I'm sorry. I'll be less close from now on. I feel so alone and I act like that because it makes me feel happier. There's also another screenshot, but I'm not going to read that out. The document further claims Weegeepie also lied about his age multiple times, specifically often saying he was 15 to fit in with her, then saying he was 16, and after that confirming that he was indeed 17 when all of this was happening. In addition to the testimony, they show the following screenshot. It depends how old are you? 16. It also depends on which way you think of her. I don't know if she's just here in my mind. This is the first time this happened. evidence. Oh, that's funny. I thought you were 17. I recall seeing it somewhere. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I say in some spaces I'm 17 because I started using this stuff when I was 12. If this is true, it would be bad for Weegeepie. However, it is difficult to verify these allegations in particular, as almost all of the screenshots included in the document do not show dates for when the DMs were sent. The only dated screenshot is from 2022, where he would be 17 at the time it was sent. Take all of this with what is presented and come to your own conclusions. Additionally, after this, Weegeepie and the person would stay friends under new boundaries, but Weegeepie crossed those established boundaries in confessing several things. The document includes an audio call, and I will show a few short clips, which matters for the overall scheme of things to make the situation easier to understand going forward.
Love or something, but like I love you in all ways, and I'm obviously like not asking you out or anything. I just want to tell you, I just really appreciate you. I guess it's my way of like appreciating people. I love you. I love you more. Ooh, what do you have to say about that? What do you have to say about that?
The evidence we have seen does not actually show or indicate re-establishing boundaries to become friends. I wish there was more messages, but for now this is all we really have to work with. Also, the document alleges that Weegeepie stalked the person's account with an accompanying screenshot. Is everything okay? I should be asking you that, or should I? Is it my business? God, I kept noticing patterns everywhere of depression, heartbreak, even what you're listening to. I know this is basically stalking, and I'm sorry, I fully acknowledge it. I just seem to get worried and go very deep into things, but in the end, it's none of my business. For lack of a better term, the next screenshot shows Weegeepie being weird and a huge simp. Just bought Spotify Premium for the sole purpose of listening to music with me. I'm starting to doubt our plan less and less. Please, I cannot take this no more. I want to propose to you, but we aren't even officially dating. Lamau, loneliness, I miss you. Not feeling the best right now, not gonna lie. I don't know what to do. I don't really want to sleep because we haven't planned yet. I'm sorry, I don't want to be too demanding. Also, I'm sorry, I'm probably just overthinking this. I've been thinking about using my trip my dad said to see you. Please tell me if it's weird. I'd love to meet your family and hug you. I'm not going to keep asking because I'm annoying. Sends 10 messages. I told him I'm fine, but he's convinced I'm upset. Yeah, I'm upset. He makes me upset. I am upset. There's even this picture Weegeepie seemed to make where it reads, me when Lucas, oh Lucas, I like Lucas. I'm a Lucas liker. I like kissing Lucas on the lips. The rest of these screenshots is most of the same, with Weegeepie not understanding the hint that the other person probably doesn't like him. There are even some hilarious game messages of Weegeepie allegedly talking about them. It got to the point where this guy decided to allegedly make a Blade Runner edit of this person. It is truly peak. That is pretty much all there is within this document. As stated earlier, it is implied Weegeepie was a because of this situation, which isn't true from this 2-year age gap we currently understand. Although the rest contains Weegeepie being strange, obsessive, and overall a simp, that's about it. Perhaps you can make the argument that he was stalking the person, but I don't feel there's enough evidence to indicate that. That's about it for the situation, so let's move on to the next allegation. This victim was allegedly 14 while Weegeepie was 17. The proof they have that Weegeepie talked to them is some screenshots from a Twitter account he had. If you try to search this up on Twitter, it seems to be gone. However, there is an internet archive of the said account. This account is full of schizo posts, which I find pretty funny. I'm just so tired of waiting for nothing. I have everything I could possibly need except for someone to love me and get rid of my loneliness. I'm here, I'm waiting. What else am I supposed to do? This hurts so much, and I'm just watching myself slowly growing up, and it hurts. It's been 2 years, 2 years of literal nothingness. Soon I'm gonna be 18, but I feel like I'm 16 because nothing happened in the past 2 years. And very soon I won't ever be able to experience that ever again. What's really bumming me out is I'm living in what would be the literal best years of my life to have a romantic relationship, yet I'm completely stuck and powerless. Living in the middle of nowhere with no one around, dropped out of school. Anyone I met online is fake or can't meet up. Despite their age, age gap of being 3 years, there are some takeaways. This situation, according to the document, started platonic, but of course, Weegeepie, being the gooner he is, couldn't help himself. In the beginning of this conversation, shown in the document, Weegeepie asked him to be their girlfriend, where, as it seems, they accepted. Now I wish you could be my girlfriend. I hope we have the best life. Oh wow, that's kinda soon. I know. How about your ex? What happened to her? I've had many exes. First one cheated on me and toyed with me. It hurt me so bad I had to drop out of school. Then I tried so hard to get someone again, but they all toyed with me too. Oh, sorry to hear that. And he told me this on 13th October. I was young, 14, and naive, so I didn't think much and accepted to be his girlfriend. At first I didn't want to be anything more than friendship with him, but he told me about his exes and I felt bad for him. After some time they switched to Instagram to continue their conversation. Once there, it allegedly got more sexual. After this, the document shows testimony from this alleged victim, where Weegeepie would ramp up the nature of these conversations to the point of cringe. When we talked on Instagram, it's like his personality completely changed. He wasn't sweet, but became really bold. We used to I was fine about it because I thought we're far away and he can't physically do anything to me. But sometimes things got a little uncomfortable. Like he told me to over his pics, told me to for him, called me mommy, so I'll for him, and when refused, he to me. According to the document, when they refused to send certain voice messages, Weegeepie allegedly sent voice messages of his own. For my sanity and monetization reasons, I won't share those here. The victim expressed in their messages that they felt uncomfortable with Weegeepie's behavior, and he allegedly responded by guilt-tripping them. I'm sorry, but it's kind of uncomfortable now. Okay? I'm gonna unalive myself now. Lol, bye. I have more problems than just crappy parents. I am unhappy. I am lonely. All my friends use me. Every time I get a girlfriend, the same thing happened. My YouTube channel is dying. My ADHD is making me not do videos. I keep getting sick and having headaches. My parents keep yelling at me. I'm starting to get poor. I'm starting to get old. I'm not good at anything. Every time I try, I suck at it and I get frustrated. Everyone ignores me. Nobody even cares when I'm on the verge of thanks. Either nothing happens or it's just boring and I don't feel loved, or they just use me or don't really love me. This sums up the situation. However, it's clear that his behavior was pretty strange. Overall, the 3-year age gap isn't that notable, though the guilt tripping is concerning. The document even mentions that the victim didn't remember their own age, which seems hard to believe. The victim lied about their age, so to suggest that Weegeepie bears any responsibility for the age difference would be. The document writer seems either too charitable or outright bad faith in this regard. That said, Weegeepie's alleged actions afterward are alarming. The document includes messages where he is described as alarmingly aggressive, featuring threats of harmful actions and gone from earth threats. What is she saying? I'm gonna do something to her. That's the ex he was talking about. He did bad stuff on me. I'm genuinely going to do something to her. Excuse me, are you doubting me right now? No. At this point, I'm just going to do something to her and do something to myself afterwards. No, I'm sorry for make you misunderstand. I can't believe she has the audacity to say that. She's the one that kept doing stuff to me and driving me insane while I was kind to literally forget and every time and not do anything about it. Weegeepie even told this person after that they should tell that's their last chance before something bad happens to their before mentioned ex, which is also the context displayed in the previous mentioned screenshots. Also send her. I sent. Later after the situation, apparently the victim revealed their actual age to him, and Weegeepie responded in DMs. Like, you lied about your age and I'm not complaining. Anyone else would have just blocked you right away. I'm risking getting treated like a I'm trying so hard, but it's never enough. I just want to be loved. Why is it so difficult for no reason? Additionally, the document makes a stupid claim that in one screenshot, Weegeepie admits to a power dynamic. This seems inaccurate. He appears more concerned about how the situation might damage his reputation. Moreover, he tells them never to discuss their relationship, which is strange, especially since the 3-year age gap isn't significant at all. That's not how it works. I have 2 million subscribers. Just don't tell anyone ever, please, about us or your age. That covers this situation, so let's move on to the next allegation. The situation involves a 1-year age gap. My focus won't be on the relationship itself, but rather how Weegeepie responded in the aftermath. According to the document, Weegeepie apparently blackmailed this person. The screenshot included in the document shows what seems to be some sort of private information. On top of this, Weegeepie also made some threats allegedly. All of this is private information that I can give to the authorities to track you down. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. I told you this 2 days ago, your IP. This is already pretty insane on its own, especially considering considering the age gap, but what if I told you it gets way worse? My parents, me and the Weegeepie company, have no choice but to turn you into the authorities. You have committed a serious crime and shown no sign in cooperation to better handle that situation. As we have with blank and blank, we have a massive amount of your information in your private IP address, email, name, and state, which we'll provide to the authorities along with the proof of your crime. You have less than 24 hours to respond to what will be your absolute final chance to cooperate before we take it to the authorities with no coming back. We don't have any confirmation of what you're saying. Please unblock me and cake on Discord. Civil conversation. Civil. If you try to flee, escape from this without me making sure you've cleaned everything, I'll have to take it to the authorities. Please do not make me take it to the authorities, blank. These threats are pretty nuts if this did happen. There are 2 more victims, however I won't be getting into them in this video, so if you have the time, I would recommend reading the document. But finally, without wasting any more of your time, let's get into Weegeepie's response. Now let's dive into Weegeepie's response from 4 months ago. Right off the bat, I agree with an argument made by YouTuber Toastify. It's unusual that Weegeepie chose to respond on his second channel. With 2 million subscribers on his main channel, he could reach a much larger audience. If he truly believes he's innocent, it would make more sense to just post it there. He addresses the screenshot of him allegedly sending pictures of him and his 14-year-old ex doing it to prove a point to a friend that he's not a friend. On top of this, he claims that he has no reason to have these on his computer anymore, considering that they broke up. This seems to not even be the case, seeing as a screenshot shows he sent it back to the victim.
Foreshadowing. And another assumption is that I still have those files, which is like, dude, are you in my computer? No, you're not in my computer. As I said, we broke up like in 2020. She really fucking hurt me, so I don't really have any reason to have those files on my computer anymore.
Continuing in his response, Weegeepie addresses the next victim. He starts by claiming that all screenshots are authentic in this specific case. He also mentions that important context was left out of the earlier call, starting that afterward, they began drawing themselves in Weegeepie and started flirting with him. This detail is significant because one of the criticisms in this situation is that they set clear boundaries, which Weegeepie allegedly ignored.
But what did she do after? That is not included at all. She just started excessively flirting with me, and as you can see here, she drew us holding hands, and apparently it was platonic, but come on, you know the intention. I knew the intention.
Additionally, in the video, Weegeepie shows screenshots of the victim supposedly denying the stalker accusations against him.
Of me stalking, which is just untrue. Like, just look at those screenshots. In the previous screenshot, I say, yeah, I know this is stalking and I acknowledge it. But this is just me being over apologetic, like.
Overall, as I mentioned earlier, this situation seemed to lack some substance beyond Weegeepie's odd behavior. However, it's worth noting that he does actually admit to lying about his age in this video.
Big difference, but I just said I was 16 instead of 17 because again I didn't have any bad intentions, but it's still lying and still bad, and I totally admit that.
The most crucial part of this response is when Weegeepie mentions the 12-year-old, highlighting that she lied about her age. However, in this response video, Weegeepie claims that the age gap between them is minimal, which is obviously not true. Also, with this, he says that he found out that they were 13, which would coincide with the screenshot where the victim explicitly says what the age gap is to Weegeepie. To make matters worse though, Weegeepie lies about this being a 3-year age gap, when in fact, Weegeepie knew it to be 4 and the actual age gap is 5.
12-year-old girl, but in the document clearly says she lied about her age. And like, she lied about her age. That should say enough about it. So basically, like, as it says, she lied about her age. And like, when I met her, she told me she was 15. So like, I don't remember. I was either 16 or 17. I don't really remember because it was a long time ago. But, you know, again, a very tiny age gap.
Weegeepie also addresses victim 7, which is mostly a nothing burger considering it's a 1-year age gap, but never brings up the screenshot of him threatening them with going to the authorities. He is either willfully ignorant here or is purposefully not responding to it. Weegeepie also claims in this video that this person committed, which would make sense why he threatened them with legal action. To be fair, in this video, he shows no proof while its victim has. So until Weegeepie shows proof, I won't be believing him here.
Again, she asked me out, she did all of that. And then the worst part is
she committed. Like, that's a crime. And, you know, I didn't do that, and you did. So
Last thing to know is Weegeepie says he'll be leaving all social media after this response, but that's not actually true. As of current day, he is actually planning to come back to his main channel. Weegeepie has allegations as of current that from my knowledge he still hasn't addressed, but if you're curious what Weegeepie is doing now, any video that is critical of him, he throws random ad homs at them instead of making a new response responding to any of the allegations. To end off this video, I hope Weegeepie makes a new response that's actually somewhat good and actually addresses the serious allegations. A lot of the allegations displayed in the document muddies the waters, but I believe there are still some allegations that look really bad for Weegeepie he should discuss. But besides all of that, that's going to wrap up the video. Check out my second channel, Misclick, for art commentary live streams, slop content, and podcasts. And yeah, peace.